What's going on, folks? Thank you for coming on. And thank you for clicking on and staying on. Um, these people wanted to parade your head on a stick. They wanted to take your head and parade it around town and say, look what I did. Look who I conquered. Look who I brought down. Look at me. The reason they wanted to do this is because you came into a space and you did the things that they could not do in front of them. There were some spaces and places that you went to and you were being yourself, but you were actually performing miracles. You were actually touching people who previously could not be touched, or who previously were going to these people to get advice, to get healing, to get touched. And you came into the space and you started to do those things naturally, where, and even supernaturally, where they were doing those things artificially. You're not artificial, you're the real deal. And it's tough for something artificial to stand beside the real deal, Holyfield, no fire drill. It's just what it is. When you put them together, the cream always rises to the top. Haven't you noticed that everywhere you go, no matter what it is, whether you work at McDonald's or you work in a big corporation, or whether you're at your church, or no matter where you at, you can sit all the way in the back, and next thing you know, you'll rise to the top. I was a part of this organization, and I tried to come in. I said, you know what? I don't want to do much. Just want to help when I can. I'm going to fall back. I'll be back here when you need me. By the time I left, I was a part of the board of directors of the whole organization, and I wasn't even trying. Okay? This is what happens to people that are chosen. You're going to see this over and over and over and over in your life. But for whatever reason, it'll rub the immature the wrong way, because they feel like, oh, you're gonna take my spot, and now I can't be that for these people. Now, when they need that thing they used to come to me for that built my ego, they'll be coming to you. And so what I'm gonna do, this is what they said, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring you down in front of everybody. And so they know going forward that I'm the big boss, quote unquote. The fact remains that they not. And for a lot of you, by the time they took your head and put it on this stick and got ready to raise it in the air, you had them fell off the stick and put yourself back together and went on about your way. So they went back out to show it off, and there was nothing to show. Imagine they went through town, they're like, yeah, I got it, I got their head. And they looked up, and your head wasn't there. You done took your head off and put a damn candy apple up there. Excuse my language, y'all. It's a watermelon up there. It's a pumpkin up there. It ain't my head. I'm gone. They wanted to parade it around the city streets and show it off. Because inadvertently, you made them feel little. People hate to feel little. And if you got self-esteem issues and you got mental issues that stem from a long life of being belittled, then that pain of feeling little is so much more magnified. Wanted to parade your head around. They wanted to show it off. I heard this morning, you was wanted dead or alive. See, listen, let me tell you something about this page. Take what resonate with you and leave the rest. I used to hate when I heard people say that, but This is for a very specific and peculiar person. And the same with anything. I used to say this, and I don't consider myself to be a prophet. However, sometimes I hear things that are prophetic. But a prophet can only confirm and affirm. There should never be a time where a prophet tells you something new. Don't kill the messenger. There should never be a time where a prophet tells you something new. When a prophet comes to you and speaks to you, they're confirming and reaffirming what you already heard in your head. That's why a lot of times you'll see in these comments where people say confirmation, affirm. Yes, that's exactly what's happening. If it's not like that for you, click off. That's okay. Okay? But you was wanted dead or alive. Either they wanted to bring you through the city in chains and bondage as a servant, or they wanted to take your head and show it as a martyr to try to let people in their space know to never come against them like that, but it didn't work. It didn't work. So now they got this stick with a pumpkin on there and it's a laughing stock. Not your fault. Send praise, send love. Y'all keep clicking on. We continue to grow. Continue to watch me all the way through. I should be an automatic click on for you. You know for a fact I'm never keeping you longer than 7 to 10 minutes, and I'm never telling you nothing wrong or crazy. When you see me, you see my face, click. Thank you so much for people who automatically like. There's people who just, the video ain't even played yet. They like it as soon as they see it. That stuff's appreciated.